I am at Al's farm with Mark Biggie, and Mark, you are in full Christmas mode out here.
We are. Poinsettias are ready.
They are, but we're going to give you a little behind the scenes and see what the poinsettias look like before they go to the stores.
Right. Yeah, it's quite a process to grow a poinsettia. A lot of people don't realize really what goes into it. We actually start getting our cuttings in July.
Wow.
I think June 30th is when we got them this year, late June, early July. So they start out as a little tiny cutting then, and they have to be grown to this.
And then how do you trick them? I know that there's a whole procedure because I've tried to do it at home and it doesn't work.
Yeah, in order to get them to bloom this early, you do have to trick them. You have to make them think that they're going into winter because they start to bloom when the days get shorter and the nights get longer. And so what they need is uninterrupted nighttime, and they need 12 hours without light in order to start the process of the leaves starting to turn.
You know, and I've been out here, and that's just such a kind of procedure because you actually have black cloth, black plastic that you put over the whole greenhouse to trick that 12 hours on, 12 hours off.
Yeah, they do. They have to come out, and every night they go over all these plants, and they have to pull the black cloth over, and then every morning open it up.
Yeah, and then you also do what a lot of companies don't do. You space them so that the plants get really large, that they can really be in their full glory.
We do. We start them out a lot closer than they are on the tables now. We start them out really tight, and we let them grow, and then as they get larger, we do give them space. A lot of places will continue to grow them tighter, but we're really shooting for a premium quality poinsettia, a large one, and so we give them a lot of space so that they can open up and grow nice and large.
Yeah, and I've actually seen the staff go through and they kind of even unfurl them and they kind of move them around so that they are just getting the most light and the most care.
They do. I mean, they even go through, you can see we have the little rings on the poinsettias here, and they'll go through and they have to pull the leaves out so that they don't get stuck underneath there.
Wow.
I mean, it's a tedious process. There's a lot of love and care and a lot of hand work that goes into raising each one of these.
But I noticed that you do have it on a drip, so I'm sure that's one job that you don't have to do and hand water each one, because water cannot get on the colorful bracts.
That's right. Yeah, years ago we did have to water all these by hand, but yeah, we've gone to drip systems now, so it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You have to be very careful, very precise with water.
Well, please show us some of the beautiful ones that we'd see if we came into Al's.
Yeah, so here's some that we've colored up, and we're getting ready for our big evening or our big kickoff for this Christmas season. And so we have some different varieties, a few of each that we've tricked. So first one, this one's kind of cool. This one's called Premium Ice Crystals.
Pretty.
So you can see it's just starting. It's not all the way colored. When it gets colored, you know, all the bracts will be more like that. It's kind of a blotched.
Very pretty though. It's really kind of a novelty than just the red ones that you see. So it's really something different.
Right. Yeah, sticking with the ice theme, this one right next to it, and this is one of my favorites. This one's Ice Punch.
Look at that. What a pretty little detail in the center of the bract.
Yeah, the way it's a lighter red, kind of almost a rosy pink, but it's beautiful. I love the contrast in that one.
And it's not just colors. There's actually different shapes of the bract, shapes of the plants, and this one is really different.
Yeah, this one appropriately is called Jester. It's almost like the bracts are sticking up on end like that. So that one's kind of fun.
Pretty.
Jester Red.
And there are traditional. I know that you probably grow most of reds than all these other ones, and there's so many different shades of red, and that's a pretty one.
Yeah, this one is a new one. This one actually isn't named yet. It's not out on the market. Every year we try some. We get them from different breeding companies, and they say, try it, see what you think, see how it grows. And this is a trial one I picked out because I love it. I love the shape of the leaf on the bract and the contrast in the foliage color. So hopefully this one will, right now, this one's called SK91.
Oh.
But hopefully someday it will be named and we'll be able to grow it.
That's really nice. Yeah, very pretty. And I always like the whites. I think that those are so pretty. It just kind of is a different effect if you have it in your home. Maybe you can't use red with your decor, but the white is lovely.
Yeah, and this is a neat white. I just love the little crinkleness in the leaf on the bract. It's great. This one's called Arctic White.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
And I think that you guys get kind of crazy sometimes, and two in the same pot, different colors.
Yeah, this one, we're always trying something different. And so we matched a couple varieties that have a similar growth habit, which isn't always easy. They like to grow differently, but this one turned out beautiful with the red and the white in there.
Very pretty, very unique. And that one I love, and this pink one is just so unusual.
Yeah, this one's been a real popular one the last couple of years. This one's Dulce Rose. So it's kind of going back to what poinsettias were, what they used to look like, kind of when they first, in the early origins of the poinsettia. That's what they used to be. They bred them to develop it into that. But this color is definitely just amazing.
It's
so
pretty.
bright.
It's so dainty too, though. The flower is just so sweet, that small kind of cluster.
Yeah.
And you have an orange one. My gosh, that's very unique.
Perfect for Thanksgiving and for the Civil War game. You have to have the orange. So this is Cortez Electric Fire.
Oh, pretty.
Isn't that neat? I just love the brightness of this orange. There have been several oranges, but this one, I just love the color intensity in this one.
That is beautiful. And it's nice to have something a little bit different for the Thanksgiving holiday. We hate to forget that one and go right to Christmas. So it's nice to have that. So, you know, there's that old wives' tale about they're so poisonous to people and to animals. So I know that you've done some research on that. And so what can you tell us about that?
So with the research that we found, has actually said that in order to get a slight stomach ache, you would have to eat 500 bracts of the poinsettia. And so, I mean, if you're going to eat that much of anything, you're going to get a stomach ache.
Of course.
So really that isn't, they're not poisonous to people.
So Mark, maybe we can stop just for a second and give us a botany lesson. You can tell us where the petals are, where the flowers are, where the bracts are, because it's different with poinsettias.
That's right. A lot of people assume that everything that colors up here is the bloom, but it's actually the bract. And what it does is it colors up and it surrounds the bloom, so you can see the inside of this is actually the bloom of the poinsettia. And in nature, the reason it does it is so that the bloom becomes attractive to everything around it. You know, like the bright colors of a bloom of a plant.
Right.
Well, in this case, it's the bract. It's actually leaves that turn color. And so the bloom itself is the very inside part.
Oh, interesting. And then what about care? Because I know people get so nervous about them. They get nervous about house plants, and really you have a care sheet that we can take home and be successful.
Right. We do really, the thing on the poinsettias is the main things are keep them away from a drafty place.
Okay.
So keep them away from the front door. Keep them away from extreme heat or cold, so away from the fireplace. You want to do that. They like about 60, 65 degrees. What's comfortable to us is usually comfortable to poinsettias. And then watering. Watering's the key. You want to water them when they get dry, before they're wilting. And you want to water them, make sure you take them out of the foil wraps that you get on them, so that the water can drain out.
Sure.
And then go ahead and put that decorative pot cover back on. But make sure it's a thorough watering and let it drain, and then let it go for a while.
And you can enjoy them all the way probably through the new year.
You can. We in fact, we've had some people that they brought one back after Valentine's Day. They said, I can't take it. It's still blooming, and I don't want to kill it. So here, take it back. So they were very, with the hybrids that they've done, all the breeding on them. It's amazing how long they last these days.
Well, that's great. Well, I think that you have lots of information on all the varieties and the care to be so successful at the home for this holiday season. Well, Mark, thanks so much for inviting us over.
Thanks for coming out.